chameleons or beauties, star turns or character roles. These are the performers who have outshone all others on the big screen in the last 20 years. We are in a golden age of acting. Make that platinum. As we realized when we decided to select our favorite film performers of the past 20 years. There's no formula for choosing the best, just squabbling. And this list is both necessarily subjective and possibly scandalous in its omissions. Some of these performers are new to the scene. Others have been around for decades. In making our choices, we have focused on this century and looked beyond Hollywood. And while there are certainly stars in the mix and even a smattering of Oscar winners, there are also character actors and chameleons, action heroes and art house darlings. There are 20 reasons we still love movies, maybe more than ever. So don't forget to watch today's video to the very end for the list of top 20 actors of the last decade. Number 20. Florence Pugh. Pugh's rise in the second half of the decade has been nothing short of incredible. Two underappreciated British films, The Falling and Lady Macbeth, demonstrated her captivating talent before she took mainstream cinema by storm in the last 2 years. The 23-year-old's transformative performance in Midsommar is one of the most compelling of the decade. Number 19. Mahershala Ali. Ali would be higher on this list had he been given more of the lead roles he deserves. The 4 to 5-year-old showed the type of breathtaking and impactful performances he is capable of in Green Book and Moonlight. Number 18. Jennifer Lawrence. Lawrence emerged as Hollywood's golden child at the start of the decade, following her striking performance in Winter's Bone. That quickly led to her being the face of the Hunger Games franchise, which she handled impressively. That being said, Lawrence's collaborations with Bradley Cooper and director David O. Russell produced her best work of the 2010s. Number 17. Christian Bale. Whether he's a lean race car driver or an overweight politician, Bale dives so deep into his character that it makes almost all of his films unmissable experiences. It's this level of dedication that makes every detail of his performances, even meticulously piecing together a combover, fascinating to watch. Number 16. Jake Gyllenhaal. A number of intense and powerful performances cemented Gyllenhaal's place as one of the best actors around. His work on Prisoners, Nightcrawler, and Nocturnal Animals were particular highlights. Number 15. Ryan Gosling. This has been a decade filled with interesting and diverse roles for Gosling. From a balding divorcee in Blue Valentine to a history-making astronaut in First Man. It's also important to shine a light on his brilliant portrayals of quiet heroes in Drive and Blade Runner 2049. Number 14. Marion Cotillard. Cotillard added to her glowing reputation with 2 magnificent performances in Rust and Bone and 2 Days, 1 Night this decade. An extraordinary actress. Number 13. Emma Stone. The latter 3 films mentioned have turned Stone's decade from impressive to outstanding. The 31-year-old has a special talent for injecting incredible life, authenticity, and energy in her films. Qualities that give her a spellbinding on-screen presence. Number 12. Natalie Portman. Portman set the standard for the decade scarily high with her relentless performance in Black Swan. Unfortunately, her breathtaking performances in Jackie and Annihilation gathered nowhere near the acclaim they deserved. Number 11. Joaquin Phoenix. Interestingly, it is Phoenix's gentle performance in her that stands out against his other striking roles this decade. Number 10. Saoirse Ronan. It has been a joy for cinema-goers to witness Ronan's growth as an actor through the 2010s. The mature and mesmerizing performances she has produced in the second half of the decade, particularly Brooklyn and her 2 films with director Greta Gerwig, suggest Ronan will be a leading force for many years to come. Number 9. Rooney Mara. Mara brings a unique quality to the big screen, something director Benedict Andrews referred to in a Q&A for Una. Carol might be her best and most notable performance of the 2010s, but both of her works with David Lowery, Eighth and Bodies Saints, and A Ghost Story produce the same level of piercing poignancy and beauty. Number 8. Amy Adams. It is nothing short of maddening that Adams has not won an Academy Award this decade. Her performance in Arrival is our pick for the best of the decade, and all of the above roles would also look deserving near the top of that list. Number 7. Leonardo DiCaprio. This decade saw DiCaprio win his elusive first Oscar, but the reality is he could have easily picked up another 2 or 3, an outstanding run of films and performances that push him into the same category as Bogart, Nicholson, and Brando. Number 6. Kristen Stewart. Stewart rose above the noise of Twilight haters to prove she is the most captivating actor in the world right now. Her work with Olivier Assayas on Clouds of Sils Maria and Personal Shopper gave us two of the finest performances of the 2010s, both of which showcased her electric on-screen presence and special charisma. She also turned in standout performances in Welcome to Riley, Still Alice, and Certain Women. Stewart is truly a once-in-a-generation talent. Number 5. Denzel Washington. Denzel Hayes Washington Jr. was born on December 28, 1954 in Mount Vernon, New York. He is the middle of three children of a beautician mother, Len East from Georgia, and a Pentecostal minister father, Denzel Washington, Sr. from Virginia. After graduating from high school, Denzel enrolled at Fordham University, intent on a career in journalism. However, he caught the acting bug while appearing in student drama productions, and upon graduation, he moved to San Francisco and enrolled at the American Conservatory Theater. He left ACT after only 1 year to seek work as an actor. His first paid acting role was in a summer stock theater stage production in St. Mary's City, Maryland. The play was Wings of the Morning, which is about the founding of the colony of Maryland, now the state of Maryland, and the early days of the Maryland Colonial Assembly, a legislative body. Number 4. Russell Crowe. Crowe's family moved to Australia when he was a small child, settling in Sydney, and Russell got the acting bug early in life. Beginning as a child star on a local Australian TV show, Russell's first big break came with 2 films. The first, Romper Stomper, 1992, gained him a name throughout the film community in Australia and the neighboring countries. The second, The Sum of Us, 1994, helped put him on the American map, so to speak. Sharon Stone heard of him from Romper Stomper, 1992, and wanted him for her film, The Quick and the Dead, 1995. But filming on The Sum of Us, 1994, had already begun. Sharon is reported to have held up shooting until she had her gunslinger Crowe for her film. With The Quick and the Dead, 1995, under his belt as his first American film, the second was offered to him soon after. Virtuosity, 1995, starring Denzel Washington, put Russell in the body of a virtual serial killer, Sid 6.7, a role unlike any he had played so far. Virtuosity, 1995, a sci-fi extravaganza, was a fun film and, again, opened the door to even more American offers. LA Confidential, 1997, Russell's third American film, brought him the U.S. fame and attention that his fans have felt he deserved all along. Number 3. Daniel Day-Lewis. His first major supporting role in a feature film was in The Bounty, 1984, quickly followed by My Beautiful Laundrette, 1985, and A Room with a View, 1985. The latter 2 films opened in New York on the same day, offering audiences and critics evidence of his remarkable range and establishing him as a major talent. The New York Film Critics named him Best Supporting Actor for those performances. In 1986, he appeared on stage in Richard Eyre's The Futurists and on television in Eyre's production of Screen 2, The Insurance Man, 1986. He also had a small role in a British-French film, Nano You, 1986. Number 2. Mark Wahlberg. The major turning point in Wahlberg's career came with the role of troubled porn star Dirk Diggler in Paul Thomas Anderson's Boogie Nights, 1997. Since then, Wahlberg has chosen roles that demonstrate a wide range of dramatic ability, starring in critically acclaimed dramas such as Three Kings, 1999, and The Perfect Storm, 2000, popcorn flicks like Planet of the Apes, 2001, and Contraband, 2012, and even indies such as I Heart Huckabees, 2004. Number 1. Emile Hirsch. Emile Davenport Hirsch was born in Palms, California, to Margaret Esther Davenport, a teacher and visual artist, and David M. Hirsch, an entrepreneur and producer. He grew up in Los Angeles and Santa Fe, New Mexico, and having been introduced to acting while still at school, he got his first acting job on TV at the age of 11 in an episode of Kindred, The Embraced, 1996. More TV work followed until he made his Hollywood debut in The Dangerous Lives of Altar Boys, 2002, and doesn't seem to have been out of work since. With that, we come to the end of this video. Don't forget to join in a next time for more of such interesting content.